a look back at one of Man City's greatest ever Premier League matches when they came back from the brink to beat QPR and win their first ever Premier League title. We asked you to vote for your club's greatest Premier League game, and Manchester City supporters chose the unforgettable match that saw their side crowned champions for the first time in 44 years. Sky Sports delved back into the vault to produce a short list of your side's most memorable encounters since the new top-flight format came into effect in 1992, and fans of the 47 teams to have played Premier League football had their say. Yeah, we'll be able to relive the action on the new Sky Sports Premier League channel ahead of the 201,718 season, but as we build up to Sunday's full results, this is the match that topped the Manchester City vote. Man City 32 QPR May 13, 2012. City entertained a struggling Queen's Park Rangers on the final day of the 201,112 season with the clearest of scenarios facing them. Match Manchester United's result at Sunderland and a first top-flight title since 1968 would be theirs. Heading into the contest, all the momentum importantly appeared to be with Roberto Mancini's side, who had somehow managed to whittle down their City rivals' seemingly impregnable 8-point lead in the table in the space of just 5 weeks. As a result, City were level on points with United, but holding a superior goal difference, as they prepared to take on a QPR team in 17th place and needing the 3 points to guarantee their own survival. Pablo Zabaleta middle fires Man City ahead. So what could possibly go wrong at the Etihad? Well, United manager Sir Alex Ferguson had tried everything he knew in the build-up to the game to try and unnerve Mancini and co. The Scot had even mischievously claimed it could take years for City, who had been investing heavily in an attempt to wrestle the Premier League from United's grasp, to recover should they fail to win the title that Sunday afternoon. No one, though, barring the most pessimistic of City fans, were expecting anything other than a routine win for a side that had dropped only 2 points at home all season, especially given QPR arrived in Manchester with the worst away record in the Premier League. Yet, as Jimmy Greaves used to say, football's a funny old game, and boy was the former Tottenham and England striker proved right during a roller-coaster ride at the Etihad Stadium. Roberto Mancini, however, there were few clues as to the drama that was to unfold as the two teams left the pitch at halftime, with City leading 10 thanks to right-back Pablo Zabaleta's effort 6 minutes before the interval. That strike, which somehow burst through QPR goalkeeper Paddy Kenny's hands, had settled nerves around the ground following news that United had gone ahead at the Stadium of Light through Wayne Rooney's 20th-minute goal. Living up to their reputation of never making life easy for themselves, however, City came out after the break and within 3 minutes were pegged back by Djibril Cissé. But in a topsy-turvy encounter, the pendulum once again swung back in the home side's favor when QPR captain Joey Barton was shown a straight red card against his former club after an ugly clash with Carlos Tevez. QPR midfielder Joey Barton middle sees red against Man City. City now had 35 minutes to retake the lead and return the destiny of the title to their own hands, and yet to everyone's astonishment it was the 10-man visitors who scored next through Jamie Mackey's far post header. With just a quarter of the game left to play and United still leading on Weir's side, City's equation was simple: score 2 more goals and be crowned champions. Cue a City siege of the QPR goal that saw a string of unlikely Kenny saves to deny the likes of David Silva, Sergio Aguero and Edin dzeko as frustrations grew around the Etihad. Those frustrations then turned to despair, and with City fans leaving the ground in tears, the fourth official held the board up indicating there would be 5 minutes of injury time still to be played at the end of the game. Edin dzeko right races back to the halfway line after equalising in stoppage time. Lifeline for City, you better believe it, as dzeko rose high to head home Silva's right wing corner in the second minute of stoppage time to give 47,000 home fans just a glimmer of hope. By this time, United's own match at Sunderland had finished, with Ferguson's men having done their bit by holding on for the win to move on to 89 points. QPR, meanwhile, now knew they were safe after Bolton Wanderers could only draw at Stoke City. It is the hope that kills you, although not on this occasion, as the great escape was then completed by Aguero's 30th goal of the season, accompanied by Martin Tyler's now never-to-be-forgotten commentary of Aguero on Sky Sports 3 minutes and 20 seconds into squeaky bum time. Aguero picked up possession 30 yards out and played a net wall with Mario Balotelli, before collecting the substitute's return pass, driving on into the area and rifling an unstoppable shot past Kenny at his near post to complete the most dramatic finish to a Premier League campaign. Vincent Kompany, the Argentines' winner, sparked jubilant scenes and wild celebrations both in the stands and on the pitch, with the player himself whipping off his shirt and twirling it over his head, while Mancini and his coaching staff hugged each other on the touchline. "I think it was a crazy finish for a crazy season," said the Italian. I have never seen a final day like this. I feel 90 years old. I have never known a moment like this. My father is okay. But after we scored the winner, I was afraid for his heart. Captain Vincent Kompany was equally emotional after the full-time whistle, saying this game was crazy. There are no words to describe what happened today. There seemed nothing we could do about it, but you look at how we finished. This just shows that miracles do happen in Manchester, but on this side of the road, this time. I just remember jumping on top of Sergio when he scored the goal. He was crying on the floor, other guys were pouring their eyes out, strong personalities who you don't see get emotional often, and all of a sudden it was finished. Sergio Aguero scores the winner against QPR. It was one of the best moments of my life, together with the birth of my child and together with the wedding. You want to say it's the best moment of your life. But please, never again this way, please. We've dreamed of this all our lives. When we were kids and we had no money, we had nothing. Now we are champions and that is all it's about. In the end, it really was a case of, to quote Fergie, football, bloody hell, as City became the first team to win the title on goal difference since Arsenal in 1989, and you can see why City supporters voted this as their greatest Premier League game of all time. Teamsman City Heart, Zabaleta, Kompany, Lescott, Clichy, Nasri, Toure, Yaya De Jong 44, Barry Dzeko 69, Silva, Tevez, Balotelli 75, Aguero subs not used, Pantilimon, Richards, Milner, Kolarov, PR Kenny, Onuoha, Ferdinand, Hill, Taiwo, Wright, Phillips, Barton, Derry, Mackie, Cisse Toure 59, Samora Bothroyd 76, subs not used, Cerny, Gabidon, Tarapt, Campbell, Booz Samuel. Reveal more greatest games this week before bringing you all 47 results on SkySports.com and the Sky Sports apps on Sunday. You'll then be able to relive the action on Sky Sports Premier League.